How does one go from this to this? Or from this to this? Real people, real transformations. Amazing life-changing results are achieved every day at O Skin Med Spa. Let Miss O show you the way. Your very own before and after experience awaits. Call now for a free consultation. Visit oskinmedspa.com for more details.
Hi, everyone. How is everybody doing? It's Thursday night, and it's time for another Who is SoCal episode. And tonight, we have a very special host, and it's Anthony Ferranda. So say hi to everybody.
Hello, everyone. Hey, what's going on, SoCal? Long time no see.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. And so Anthony, along with our other hosts for this evening, we'll all talk about being hosts, right? And Anthony's going to ask us a bunch of questions, right? But before anything, so I just wanted to say, Kuya Ed is not around tonight, and Arvin's coming later, and we do have some activities for our guests, and we do have a raffle for everyone, U.S. residents only, and I say that because we are on Kumu, we're on Twitch, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts, and of course, we're on Facebook and YouTube, Mic Diaz Presents. And before anything else, I just want to say thank you to our sponsors, Miss Olivia Keto Co., who is the official owner of O Skin Care and Med Spa, and they are the official skincare line of the 69th Miss Universe happening in Florida this year. And we have, that's Miss O. And we have attorney Marilyn T. Sanga of MTS, and Chow Ging, that's Teresa Joy Gonzalez, and of course, Formula M Creatives. So, Anthony, are you ready? We'll bring in our guests.
Let's do it.
Yeah? Okay. So
who we bring in first?
Yeah, who are we bringing in first? So the first one that we're bringing in starts, her name starts with an M as well. Hi, Marcy.
Hello, Marcy.
Hi, nice to meet you, Anthony. Hi, Mick.
Hi, how are you doing?
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Yeah. And our other guest is no other than Ina Rubino Dahilig. So, Hi, Ina. We're going to bring you in. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Ina.
Hi.
Can you hear us? Hi.
Hello, good evening. Yes, loud and clear.
Awesome.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So, Yeah, so our show tonight is a little bit different because I'm gonna be answering questions too. Right? So are you guys
will.
excited? Yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna be playing the games later too. So
Games.
Arvin has something exciting for us. Like he hasn't told me what he has for us.
Hmm.
But yeah, hopefully it's gonna be really fun. Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. Arvin, huh? Lots of games tonight. Should be fun. And
Yeah.
he didn't prep you, and he didn't tell me. So
Yeah, I know. No one knows what's gonna happen, right?
Surprise.
Surprise.
exactly. It'll be just like an improv show. We just say yes to everything. All right.
Yeah.
So, me being the guest host and you guys being the guest, I'd like to welcome you all here. Today I get to play a mix role today. Let me go ahead and introduce all of you to each other. The first one up. What?
I was gonna
Is that
ask you
fun?
if you could introduce yourself and like tell everyone, what you're doing.
Oh,
Also.
I'm not important really. I just show up on these things and talk a lot.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
name's Anthony Ferranda, and I do a lot of hosting myself. I'm a marketing. Well, I do marketing for a Japanese entertainment company. Let's just say that I followed my passions for what I like to do, and it became a job. Became a very lucrative job, and that's what I do. That's just a little bit about me. But you know what? You three are the star of the show, and I would like to make all three of you shine. I'm just here to bring out the spotlights. Okay, so let's start out with our hostess with the mostest, the one who actually hosts, who is SoCal, who wants to be on the hot seat tonight. It is none other than Mic Diaz. She's the executive artistic director of Mic Diaz Presents, and Mick is the CEO and president of Formula M Creatives Inc. and the executive artistic director and producer and host of Mic Diaz Presents, which I've said twice. She's got two shows, which is Who is SoCal, which you guys are on tonight, where she features um, SoCal, just members of SoCal from around SoCal and the things that they like to do and what they do and things like that's great. She also does the jam sessions on Friday nights, which is a great way for local talent to perform, and it's been quite amazing. She is also a marketing and fundraising professional and a presenter of performing arts. She uplifts our community through interviews, panels, virtual concerts, classes, and events. She loves to paint, listen to music, watch concerts, both real and virtual, because that's the time we're in now. She loves to travel, and she loves to tell people about the coolest things that she's seen and eaten. Okay, if you've ever followed her, she puts
That
it
is
all out
so
there.
true.
And if you get hungry in the middle of the night, that's her. It's her. You know. So welcome to your own show, Mick. Hello.
That's so funny hearing it.
It's so funny being introduced. That's crazy, right? Like it's like meta. It's like Inception almost. Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's gonna be a good show tonight. Let me also introduce Marcia Taylor. She's the social media strategist, marketing consultant. She's also aside from strategizing with social media and a marketing consultant, she's a writer and photographer. She is the author of the book Missing Mangoes for Filipinos and Those Who Love Us. That's a great title, by the way, Marcy. And she is currently on the board of directors for Film Arts. So let's all welcome Marcy Taylor, everyone.
Yay.
How are you doing this evening, Marcy?
I'm great. This is what happens when you're just talking to Mick randomly about like
Yeah.
K-pop or K-indie music or any music, and then suddenly she says, "Can you come on the show?" So it is weird because I know we're all hosts, so it is such a switch to be on the other side, but it's gonna be
Yes.
fun. And
Yeah.
you guys mentioned that I am on the board of directors of Film Arts, and I think I'm
Yes.
gonna break the news here, guys. Breaking news, SoCal Pinoys.
Okay.
On behalf of Film Arts, we'd like to welcome our newest board member, Mick Diaz. Woo!
Yay.
So go follow us, Film Arts LA. So that Film Arts is the Association for Philippine Arts and Culture. It's been around for 30 years. If you've been to the Festival of Philippine Arts and Culture, FPAC, then you are familiar with the group. But now Mic's one of us. So thank you.
Wow,
Thanks for
one
having
of
me.
us.
I'm so excited. Thank you.
Yeah, so
Excellent
watch out
news,
for
and
the
thanks for
stuff we're gonna do.
Yeah.
excellent news, and thank you for bringing that here, Marcy. That's great. That's quite an honor, actually. Phil March is an amazing organization. That is where my improv troupe got their start as well, at FPAC. I'm a founding
Wow.
member of Room to Improv. So
Oh,
that's where we were.
cool.
Yeah, that's where they found us. I mean, that's where they put us together. Yeah,
Nice.
it's a long and funny story. Okay, but we've got, last but not least, we've got Ina Rubino Dahilig. She's another host, actress, and content creator on YouTube. Ina migrated from the Philippines to the US in 2006. All the things that she does currently, being a wedding and event planner, actor, talent, and a YouTuber, were never in her wildest dreams. Neither were mine, you know. It happens here though, only in LA. She believes that God has his own way to make things happen, and his place and his plans are greater than ours. So let's welcome Ina. Ina, hi, how are you? Good evening.
Hi.
Welcome to the show, Ina.
I'm
Good
good.
to have you.
Thank you so much for having me tonight. This is first time. So I was like,
Yeah,
hi,
isn't
and
this
nice.
weird? We're all like being interviewed, and we're all gonna
I
be asked questions, right,
set up for
Ina?
me.
I know you're so used to like
Yeah, hi
asking
to
other people.
Anthony and Mari also. Hi,
Hello,
hi
guys.
Nick.
So it's gonna be chill. Like there's not, we're not gonna like, it's not gonna be like any, we're not gonna try to get the tea out or anything. We're just gonna talk, you know. Simple, relax, nothing too strenuous. I don't believe in that. I believe in just having great interviews and just having fun. Mick has been putting on these shows for quite some time, and they range from anything from very funny to very, very heavy. Today we just want to keep it light. You know, yeah, we haven't had anything in between, so let's keep it light. You guys ready? I am.
Yeah.
Cool. Mick, you ready?
Yeah.
As she's looking at her phone, she must be looking at food.
No. No.
So we've got a little bit of background from you guys, and we've got some summaries from you guys. So let's start with something really easy. This is a question for all three of you, and that's how did you get into your fields? How did you start in this in your
Hosting?
respective fields?
Oh.
We can start with Mick if you like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In terms of hosting, is that it?
Yeah,
Like
we're
in terms of
touching on the whole
hosting?
hosting thing. Yeah, in terms of hosting.
Yeah, so basically in back in July I became a host of SoCal Pinoy's Facebook group, and one of the things that we really wanted to do was to have some kind of programming or activities that will engage members. And so one of the things that I thought about was to have virtual classes. So that started back in September. That was one of the things that I suggested, and that's what I did. So I invited subject matter experts, and we did lectures, like a lecture series, bring in people, and yeah, and so that started back in September, and we did that through November, and then we had spotlight interviews with some business owners, and then Kuya Ed, Arvin, and I started the podcasts that we know now back in November, and then after that, yeah, we started the jam sessions in January. So that's how I really started with hosting shows, the virtual shows.
I know, virtual shows. It's okay. We're coming out of that sooner. So hopefully sooner rather than later. Marcy, how about you? How did you get started? How did you get started hosting?
Well, long ago in a land far away called the Philippines. So, like Ina and Nick, I also immigrated in 2000. Um, Formally, I suppose I worked for a radio station called NU 107 in the Philippines,
Oh,
but
I know
people
the
think I
station.
was a DJ, but I was not. I was in fact the marketing director of that station in its heyday in the 90s when music was so cool. And then nabubo ko my age. Sorry. Shh, I was only 10. Sige. No, but anyway, um but then I did enjoy hosting live. So whenever there were the concerts in the malls or even the theaters, I'd get up on stage. Wala akong hiya eh. Kaya I just grab the mic, and then I did like corporate shows as well. So I hosted all that stuff. I guess briefly at some point I did some TV hosting, but nothing major. And then coming here, um, it became natural, like for the companies that I do marketing, like you, Anthony. Whenever there was a live event, I I am not shy. I will go on stage. I will take the mic and host. So, because I'm not like Ina, I can't sing, so I'm not talented that way. So host na lang ako. So that's how it started.
Oh, that's awesome. No, it happens. You always need the marketing person always also has to be a host. It's happened. I've been in situations. Let me tell you.
Right? It's natural. It's like a
Yeah,
natural thing. Yeah,
yeah. It happens. You kind of flow into it, and then it
Yeah,
goes from
that
there.
is so true.
it's true.
uh, Ina, how about you? How did you get started hosting?
Oh, hosting?
Yeah.
Actually, hosting and acting has been my dream.
Ah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
when I was 9 years old. That's my childhood game, my plaything. When I was in third grade, I would lock myself inside the room, face myself in the mirror, and then pretend crying because my parents died. It's kind of morbid at that time because they were still alive, but that's how I learned to really act. But I didn't know about like, okay, I want to be an actress. But those are my things that I was doing before. Those were the things that I was doing before. And then hosting, like imitating some TV host. But I didn't know that it's called like hosting on TV. So, and then I just realized later on that it's leading to my real, thing now. So I just realized that these were the things that I used to play when I was a child, because I find it so fun to do that not everyone is doing. I just don't know why I was influenced to that kind of thing. So that was just a dream, but I didn't didn't imagine that it's gonna be coming true. And then the actually hosting on YouTube is a different story because it all started during the pandemic. I have no time for YouTube until pandemic told me, Ina, you have no choice. You gotta do this. So that's how I created my YouTube channel, hosting on YouTube. But I was, actually planning to pursue a business TV talk show in a local TV station, but not on YouTube because I have no idea what YouTube is about. I mean, I just know how to upload on YouTube, but I didn't know trabaho pala going on YouTube. And
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, but I want to tell Marcy too that I also started in the radio, and I used to work with my former boss, who used to be the program director for NU 107, Chris
Chris,
Hermosissima. I don't know if you know him.
Chris
Oh my
Hermosissima, of
God,
course.
he's my boss
Chris
for
Cruz.
special
He was my
projects
boss before you.
DWKC.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you were in
Oh, but he's a cool guy, a big giant
there.
Small
guy.
world. Yeah.
I knew it because back in the 90s when oh my, nahalata rin ang edad ko. Back
It's
when
okay.
that's really my first real job in the radio. So he was new also when he got on board DWKC at that time. And then he was my boss for special projects. So I was doing voice acting for FM and AM, but I was not a host for FM. But yeah, so that's
Nice.
how it all started.
Cool, cool, cool.
Small
Nice.
world.
That's so cool. It seems like everything runs through NU 107.
Yeah.
You know what I
Like,
mean? They were like the best
everyone
station back
started at
then.
NU
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
except me.
they have the best music. So it's funny
Thank
how
Uh,
you.
how your paths just connected like that. No, for real. Like
yeah.
met a lot of friends via that station. So like after.
Oh,
Friends
Oh,
after.
dude.
Yeah. So that it's
Oh,
over,
I,
yes.
you know.
Yeah. Question, Marcy, was Francis Reyes at that time the DJ when you were there too?
yes, but he was also in the Dawn already. A shout out to everyone watching Alan's is NU107. So Ina, you mentioned like you started doing this in the pandemic. What happened to me? I've been hosting even before the pandemic. I host show like on my Instagram. I do those things because my background also as a blogger, so that's a natural thing to do. However,
Yeah.
during the pandemic, what happened was I decided to get my NU friends together for an online reunion. It's almost a year now, which
Oh,
is sad because of the pandemic. So it was in May, and that show went crazy, like viral. It was written about in the music news because yeah, everybody loves the radio station, which is defunct. It doesn't exist anymore. So for
Yeah.
those watching, it was a rock radio station, kind of like the indie stations here slash, but as
Alternative
popular
rock.
as K Rock. It's
Yeah.
alternative, but like as popular as K Rock is.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so that's the effect it really influenced so much in the Philippines. And so we did one reunion and then we did a Christmas one. And in the Christmas one, Ina, Chris is on it as well. And so what was interesting, because everyone's like a radio DJ, people had never seen their faces. But when we did the Facebook, they're like, oh my gosh, that's how you look. I was like,
yeah.
what? That's so
Yeah, I
funny.
caught that too. I was watching that too. I caught parts of it.
Yeah, so that was cool. And those people, I just posted this interview with Mick right now on my Facebook because a lot of the NU fans are also following on my page. So hello, shout out.
Shout out
Yeah.
to all the NU fans.
Wow. Small world.
Yeah. Very, very influential radio station.
Yes.
Very, very. A lot of the bands and that I listen to that Mick introduced me to, they
Yeah.
all came off out of NU107. So that institution, like I, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm getting off topic there, but yeah, I'm starting to look at my CD collection and I can see all the bands that it's like
Part
like the
two, I'll have
Dawn
Mick
and
on my show and you, and then we can just talk about music because I know we all love it.
oh, that's
Yeah.
gonna be a long show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna
It's
break it
like a
down to
24-hour
subgenres,
show.
and we're gonna it'll be like favorite tracks, favorite
Yeah.
albums,
Actually,
which was
Yeah.
yeah.
crazy. It'll be crazy. Sorry guys,
Yeah.
I'm
Actually, yeah. I'm sorry again.
it's
So
okay, it's okay.
yeah. Actually, when I started in the radio, I actually started in the AM station, which is the sister company of DWKC, but they are in the same office. They're sharing, one office. But then it's kind of stressful to be in the AM because once you start, once you start your day, it's already like who got killed, who got ambushed, who got, kidnapped. So it's like, this
Yeah.
is so stressful. And so when I was offered to be in the FM, I immediately grabbed it because I love music. I just want to be positive and be, relaxed. So that's actually the story behind that, why I went to FM. Yes. But I love the people, both AM and FM.
God, AM must have been crazy, Ina. Just like the amount of news you're getting as you walk in, were you getting you must have been getting reports like
Yeah.
every 5-10 minutes, every 20 minutes, every 30 minutes, it must have been nuts. Was there kind of like a, just like newspapers, did you have like a, like deadlines, like it had to be out by this time, or things like that, things of that nature? When you're breaking news, was there like a certain time limit that you had to follow before the next report, or
No, actually, I was a production assistant, so I
hmm.
have to let all the reporters in different, telephone lines.
Oh
So,
man.
like, one reporter is on standby, and the other one is about to. So you cannot mix up everyone. So
Right,
you have
right.
to be
Oh.
coordinating with news anchor, and then yeah. So it's kind of stressful. I mean, I was like, this is not for me. I mean, uh, even the schedule, it was so stressful. So yeah, I find music more relaxing, and I can lengthen my lifespan
Right,
in
right,
music.
right. Gosh,
You know
doing
why?
production
You
for
know why?
Um,
Because, there's no music, no life. I'm just kidding.
wow.
Hashtag no music,
yeah,
no
but I
life.
think it's true, huh?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I think it's right that hashtag Tower Records. Yeah,
Yes.
that Ina has a
Plugging
point. It's
defunct
so true.
music
Yeah.
outlets.
Hashtag defunct music. No, I mean Tower's
Yeah,
available
because
online now.
I think even before, huh? Yeah, even before back in the old times, like I don't know who can sing, but they have the lyre and stuff like that. They play music,
Hmm.
right? In their
Yeah,
ceremonies and stuff like that. So
it's
music
true.
has been here like
It
long time
sure
ago.
has.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are some fascinating stories. I just want to talk for hours about all this stuff. Like
Yeah.
we we don't. Yeah,
I
it's gonna be funny because then it won't be Mick showing. I mean, I'll just take over talking and talking and
The
talking.
Anthony
Uh,
show. That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So um, as host, this question again for all three of you, and I'll start off with Mick. Who are your influences? Like in regards to hosting style. Who are your influences? Who do you follow? Is there a certain cadence that you guys have as hosts?
Uh,
We'll start with you, Mick.
well, my heroes when it comes to like hosting are really like the travel hosts, because like Rick Steves is my hero and Huel Hauser, of course, is my hero. So those two people, they have like kind of like opposite styles because Rick Steves, he has a script and everything is written and everything kind of is more formal, in a way. And Ewell Hauser just comes in and just asks questions, like, and it doesn't matter. Like he talks to anybody, and it's really casual. So like I look at those two people, and they're both my heroes because of what they do outside, like like in terms of taking people around and traveling and discovering new things, so that's where I come from, like in terms of letting people know, oh hey, there's this cool thing or whatever.
Yule Hauser. I miss that guy. How
Yeah,
about you,
I miss
Marky?
Yule Hauser.
How about you,
Wow,
Marky?
you're
Any
making
type of
yeah.
influence?
Yeah, you're making me think because I think what I like to think of myself more as an interviewer because
Right.
I'm a writer. So that is I'm a journalist. So the difference with being a host or presenting is that there's a camera on me or a recorder on me, right? You can
Right.
hear my questions.
Right.
Um, influences, of course,
Yeah.
everybody I worked with and U107 is a great influence because they're really awesome. Claire Miranda, um, uh, Joey, whose real name is Thelma Bolin. Those guys are awesome. Chris Cruz is also an awesome host, and everybody on MTV from back in the day, because that's where we learned it, right? Like, and now here's the video, that kind of
Yeah.
style, and they were like being themselves, so it wasn't like the really formal
That's
host in
yeah.
the
The
news.
the stuffy host.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's an influence. And then I don't know why some Philippine magazine shows like I think there's a Lauren Lagarde. I think those hosts before of magazine type shows
Hmm.
Uh
where
huh.
here's an event and here's the travel segment. Those are influences. But most recently, I'm thinking of Oprah's interview
Uh
with
huh.
Prince Harry and Meghan. So that to me, I was like, okay, that's the kind of host I want because you could see her face. She was so sympathetic and empathetic
Right.
with the guests. And then she was also able to, pull out some information. So only because it's fresh in my mind, I'm thinking of Oprah.
Okay. No, but that's great. That's great. How about you? How what are your who are your influences? Who are your heroes, inspirations?
Influences or heroes, actually, I have none. It's funny though because sometimes if you wanna, let's say, be a newscaster or a host, we typically hear someone say because I want to be like him or her. So what actually happened to me was when I started, because I was so active in school back in the days.
Hmm.
So I I thought that really my forte is to really talk and be engaged with a lot of people. So when I took up mass communications in Manila, and then the first time I saw myself on camera, it's actually the thought of seeing myself talking on camera that made me or motivated me or that inspired me that Ina, I want you to be in there soon. So every time I go on cam, it's like I'm the critic of my own self. Like if I make a mistake, wrong pronunciation or grammar and wrong angle, it's like I would criticize myself first. And I tell myself, Ina, next time don't wear that or don't say that, or things like that. So, but I love, like in the Philippines, I love watching Boya Bunda or Tony Gonzaga. I love how they do their thing, but it's always like I don't wanna follow them because I cannot be like them. I just want to be unique and have my own style, and that's what I
Right.
always pursue each time. So before, when I would host like back in Destiny Cable in the Philippines, when I was hosting, I have my script because that's actually the rule. Like you have the idiot board, you have, so I have to do that because I have to follow rules. But now that this is my own show, I was like, I'm the author, I'm the writer, I am the coordinator, my guest coordinator. So basically I know what I'm going to ask this person. So I don't even have a script. It's all spontaneous. If I commit a mistake, I commit a mistake. So I just wanted to run as casual and as natural as possible. And I want the person not to impress, but to be herself because that's how I want it. And I don't watch her background. I don't make a research on how she is, because why would I interview her if I already know the background? So it's like, you're fooling yourself. You already know what she's gonna talk about because you made a research. So that's what I do. Like, no influence, but as much as possible, I tell myself, Ina, you're not perfect. So keep on reading, keep on watching, you know, everything that can inspire you. It may not be about hosting, but it can be about cooking that inspires me. So things run in your head and like, okay, next time when I host, I want to do this. So yeah, that's actually about that.
No, those are some great answers, and it's true. I think as host, we are our own worst critic. Like there have been times myself
Yeah.
where I've gotten off a panel or something and just been like, "That was so dumb. We're not doing that again." Like take my own notes and just rip them up. But yeah, you guys brought up some great points, and man, learning so much right now. I'm taking notes from you guys as well, because as a host myself, I always need something new, and so this is helping a lot. So thank you guys very much.
Oh,
Um,
can I just add up,
yeah, yeah,
Anthony? I'm
sure,
sorry.
sure.
Can I just add up? Because I don't want other people to say, oh, you don't take do scripts. So when I was a reporter, TV reporter back in the Philippines for Destiny Cable, I write my questions beforehand because you have
Right.
limited time. You cannot be like,
Yeah,
okay, I'll think when I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have like politicians in front of you or celebrities in front of you, I cannot be like, okay, what am I gonna ask? So I have 1 to 6 prepared questions, so that once I get my opportunity to interview them, I already have them ready. So that's the time I had my script. But right now, no, because it's recorded and I can edit it if it lengthens them. So
yeah. You can just fix it in post, basically. What we like to say all the time.
yeah.
All right, fix it in post.
Yes.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah, being a host and stuff like that, it can be that. It's also very rewarding at times. You learn so much.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
speaking about that, what were you? Do you guys have a favorite subject that you've an event that you've hosted in? Any? Do you guys have a favorite event that you've hosted in, like something that really sticks to you, where you were just like, that's how you host, and that was an amazing event. This is open to everyone. Like has there been like one event in particular where you're just like, yeah, that's where I hit. That's where I hit. That's where I hit my stride, or that's where you know, like I really shined that night. That made you go, I'm a host. They really solidified your craft, so to speak.
Hmm. It's hard to think because for me, I've hosted really various things
Yeah.
from weddings, you know, like
Yeah. No. No. I
weddings,
hear you.
and then to back in the Philippines, there were the concerts in the bars, which
Yeah.
are that's a little weird because every people are drinking, they're not really listening to you, so that's a challenge. You're like, just
Yeah.
let them play, let the band play. So you know,
Exactly. Yeah.
um, I there's nothing that sticks out, but every like if I have to get in front of a crowd that's like a concert before a band is playing, that this was back in the day, like way back in the day. It's always exciting because the energy is something else. I haven't done that here in the States because mostly I get up on stage. I worked with a ballet company
Uh
and
huh.
that's a different
Oh
audience.
wow.
They're very prim and proper. And then I had to like stoke it was in a mall, so get the crowd into it as well. Or an audience of little kids. That's always fun. Okay, so that is memorable because with the ballet, we would host programming for little kids. And
Hmm.
so I would say, do you know the story of Sleeping Beauty? Like it becomes so animated and then you try to get them
Mm-hmm.
to react to you. So
Right.
feeling Blue's Clues, right? Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. For real.
those are memorable. And the thing is, the kids are so cool because we're talking like five below. So it's really cool because after the show, they remember, even if you didn't perform, oh, you're the lady that talked before, and they'll ask you questions. It's so cute. So it is super rewarding to host children's events for me.
Yeah. That sounds cool. I wanna host a kids event once. I host a
Yeah,
lot of.
let's do it.
Yeah. No. Totally. We could ballet or something. We should do Shakespeare. Host kids Shakespeare, and they're like, So really, what was Romeo and Juliet about? I don't know. Yeah, because like Marcy, it's funny because like I host, but when I host to like teens and stuff like that. So and and where I host, it's very, let's just say that it's very fan
Right.
influence. So if you don't know the topic or you don't know the subject, they'll stone you right there in the panel. So you just have to be on point, or they go follow you to your booth and then want to talk to you after, just to see
Of course.
if they
So
can pick
now
you up.
I'm so intrigued, Anthony, because you said Japanese company, teenagers panel. So I'm guessing you're at some Comic Con or whatever. But you'll have to tell me what it is because I've got teens too, so I know how you're right, how critical they are because they know more. They probably know more about the
Are
topic
they
than
into
you do.
anime?
I'm into anime. I am so
Okay,
into
we'll talk later
anime.
then. We'll talk later.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
What's your favorite since we're talking about it? What's your favorite show?
Favorite anime?
I
Oh,
mean,
that's
now, currently.
currently I just watched Your Name,
Mm.
the
Uh-huh.
movie.
Shinkai.
Oh,
Shinkai is
that's
an awesome
Uh-huh.
director.
I wish I wrote that. That's what I'm thinking, but it's really good. I'm still watching Demon Slayer, so
Good. I'm glad.
not done, but yeah, so there I am. Shout out to my kids because also today is my son Milo's birthday. He's the one I watch anime with the most. So hey.
For his birthday, you should take him to the Demon Slayer movie. It opens this weekend, tomorrow.
Yes, but we're like, should we watch the movie? It's not the anime, you know. And then we all watch it in Japanese, not the dub.
Oh no, no,
So,
it's subbed also. Wow, I'm really
oh,
plugging. I
okay.
better stop.
Yeah.
We're plugging, we're plugging. Yeah,
Now
yeah,
you
yeah.
know. No, that's a hint.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'll
yes,
stop there.
yes. I'm gonna hit you up.
Yeah, hit me up. So
And
Ina,
so
like,
going back to like Your Name, oh my god, like I totally evolved. Like when I saw that movie, I'm like, oh my
It's so
god,
cool.
just thinking about
Diba?
it, my heart's like sinking.
well,
Anyway, yeah.
I'm just saying, if you want to see an awesome Shinkai film, it's 5 centimeters per
Well,
second.
okay. I'm
That
gonna
that
search
Yeah,
that's
that up.
yeah,
that is
that
my
one
film.
too.
Every time I watch that, I cry because it's
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
that one
In,
too.
si Ina, ano to?
Yeah, panoorin mo rin yun, Ina. Maiiyak ka. Oh my
I
god.
can relate. I
It's
have a
alright.
lot of friends
So
back in college who are, voice
yeah,
actors for animes, but I don't.
yeah.
watch
You don't watch.
anime. So sorry,
It's
can't relate.
okay.
It's okay. Yeah. Moving on,
No,
Anthony. Moving
no
on.
worries, no worries. Yeah. So we'll direct the question back to you. Like your favorite moment hosting. Did you have one in particular that you can remember that made you say, "I am a host"? You know, that made you feel that you're,
Asking me? Oh,
no, Ina. Yes, Ina.
oh, you're asking me now? Ah,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Uh, none actually, cause I remember, cause I started hosting even before I graduated in college. But the fact that I took up mass communications, I really
Hmm.
told myself that you have to be a host, because why would you take up, mass communication if you know the connotation, the wrong connotation, which is actually a joke back in the Philippines, mas komportable sa bahay. So if you graduate mass communication, you would end up in a different field, which I don't want to, happen to me, because I've mentioned this before, like, kumbaga pinaglaban ko lang sa tatay ko to be able to go to Manila and study. So if I don't do my homework or my
Mm-hmm.
job or my responsibility, so
Right.
parang it's like failing them, not
Mm.
really failing myself, but failing my parents. So the moment I graduated, I actually told myself na, yun nga, magiging host ka. Not really host, but because hindi lang naman kasi hosting yung scope ng pinag-aralan ko sa Mascom. It's general. So I have theater. That's why I'm pursuing my acting here in Hollywood.
Right.
And then I have advertising. I have journalism, so I can also write. That's why I write in my head. Tama-tama magsulat. And then I also have radio and TV production. So kaya mahilig ako mag-conceptualize talaga. What am I gonna do in my topic na, yung ganyan. So lahat. So wala akong moment na parang talagang yung parang naging signature, tumatak sa isip ko na this is the moment na host talaga ako. Hindi ko ginanon eh. Because talagang ang gusto ko lang whenever I host, or if I, given the opportunity to host, talagang kailangan maganda ko siyang na-execute. Otherwise, I fail. Feeling ko, I fail in that, particular show, or yung nung time na yon, parang ganon. So, laging ganon. Kailangang ginagawa ko ng tama. Kailangan nagawa
Mm.
ko siya ng good. Hindi ako parang kailangang, oh, sa kanan lang ulit ako babawi. Wala akong ganon eh. When I sit, I want to look good. I want to be so confident. I want to know what's gonna happen. Kumbaga, I can really take charge of my own show. Laging ganon. Kailangan, yun, basta ganon siya. Every time
Right.
yon, every time.
Mm. Great answer. Great answer. So Mick, over to you.
Parang,
What
Over
was
to
that
me.
where's
moment?
the
What was that
Oh
moment
my.
when you thought, okay, I am a host?
I don't really know, but recently, there have been, great discussions and great panels that we've,
Hmm.
seen. And just to name a few, like the chefs one was a good one. That was a really funny and, like really fun one. The martial artists one was a really, eye-opening show.
Yeah.
There were so many discussions, like mental health. We've had two of them, and that's something that's really heavy, and like literally we don't know how to deal with it, right? We don't know how to like talk about mental health, and that's something that we've like been getting, slowly been getting used to because we've had two of them. But there's the break dancers one, which was also fun, and the rappers also, and really a lot of like the creators, that we've had on the show. um their panels have been really eye-opening and interesting because like I love music and I like performing arts and all that stuff. But one thing that like really stuck to me was the Pinoy servicemen panel that we had back in November, and
Mm.
that was like that was probably like the second or the third panel that we ever had. And we had Mark Bagyoho, rest in peace. But we had him on the show, and like I was like what I was saying yesterday. We don't talk about our Filipino or Filipino American servicemen who are in the military, like we never hear anything about them. Like, maybe we see one or two or read or watch one or two of them who get on the paper or on the news, but there's a lot of them in the military, and hearing their stories, I mean, yeah, that was such, like a really like pivotal moment for me too, because like I met Mark and his mom and his brother, and because of that, like I got connected to a lot of those people who are in the film entertainment industry, and I got to know more people because of them. And so for me, that kind of really stuck with me, and it's the gift that he gave to me that keeps on giving.
Right. Right. Great answers, guys. Great answers and great insight. So, in regards to hosting events, etc., do you guys have like a ritual or something that you do prior to events? Like, is there something in particular that you prepare, or that is there something that you have that you like to do prior to getting up there and doing it, or things like that? Open question. Anyone can answer.
Ina sounds like
Okay,
she
so
has
listen.
something.
Yeah, looks like she's ready to go.
Yeah, you said rituals. I was like, no, 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 no. No, I'm just kidding. So,
Aside from that,
back in college, this is actually the line which I know you are aware of, the poem of Robert Frost, "The Road Less Traveled." And that one line, like two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made a difference. So that is actually one of my mantras in my life. That's why even if it's hosting or acting or different kind of things and stuff that you do, you always have to find that unique ability of yours to be different, to be recognized, so that you're not like the others. So that's one way in order for you to be known, even though you're small, but you have this unique ability to be seen. You know what I mean? So
right,
we cannot be like, oh, because this is the trend, so let's go and follow them. So I'm not gonna follow. I am not gonna follow, even though it's only one person. No one is walking in that road. I'll be going there because I want to be working from zero to somebody, because that's how I work. So that what's this particular routine? The routine is to have that in your mind, that you have to be unique. You cannot be just like everyone else. So even though it's easy to just follow and be like the rest, but it's giving your name your own trademark, and it's always like in your head. And then prayers, you always have to pray before you sit down, that this particular thing that you have to do will be successful, will be guided, and that your responsibility is to entertain people and to give them information, not to ask for sympathy, empathy, or whatever. You're there to serve the people, because they will watch you, because they want to hear something good. They want to know something different. So that's actually what I always put in my head. So no, yeah, that's the routine always when I start to host. Yeah.
that's excellent. That's a great routine. How about you guys? And you guys have like a routine?
I can't think. I was gonna try to be funny and say I fast. No, I don't do that. But
I
I
almost
I've
eat
had
did
to do
that.
that once.
whenever.
Trust me, it really keeps you on your toes when you're hosting an event, because
When you're hungry.
yeah,
Yeah.
trust me, just drinking water all day, you're just like, oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
let's
no,
get to
it's
that
true.
meal.
I think, yeah, don't have a big meal before a show. I think. But what's interesting is with this transition to virtual stuff, because I did a
Yes,
lot of live, right?
yeah,
Um, I am as nervous for a live show as I am for a virtual show. Like so nervous. Like I, you know, the it's the same stress, especially if especially if I'm producing it, right? Like anything can happen. I think virtual is just the same as live, you know.
Yeah,
Mistakes can happen. So that. But to Ina's point about remembering what your role is, one of the things I think a good host does is that you're not the star of the show. So I'm always
exactly.
mindful of that because I've seen hosts, even the late night hosts, they and the podcast hosts, when they keep talking about themselves, I hate that. I'm like, you're the host, talk about your guest, or right? So that's one. And then the second thing is like listen. So I prepare myself, I guess, mentally by being prepared to listen because I think that's a good host listens. One, you listen to the person you're interviewing. Second, also you listen to things that happen because how many of us have been like on a live show and something goes wrong technically behind you? Your job as a host now is to not let people know things are
Yeah,
not going right. So you're like stretching and trying to figure out what to say.
yeah,
So those things. So to Ina's point, it's a lot of mental preparation. Um, the days are gone where I had to look good to be a host. Because when we were younger and you're hosting something with beer or some kind of show, then you kind of have to dress really nice.
stress.
So
Yeah,
that involves some kind of physical preparation. But
Mhm.
I'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. We'll get back in shape. Um,
yeah. I mean, we'll get there eventually. You know.
we'll get there.
Eventually.
Yeah, we'll
So
get there. We'll
there's
get
a
there.
lot of mental for sure, and being quiet. I mean, if you observe, I observe hosts when I'm like the production on the production side. I observe the host, and it's so amazing how they center themselves. Different people have different styles, but most of them they'll just keep quiet before they go live, right? Before they go on, because you have to be mentally present, fully there.
Yeah,
Yun.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Oh, can I just add up? Okay,
Yeah, of
Marcy
course.
made me remember few what's this experiences back in the Philippines. You know, when I had this youth oriented talk show, I had this, I think, three guests from what that uh ano yung mga anak bayan, stuff like that. What do you call them again? Like
The
they protest,
activist
they
groups,
rally back in the
yes,
Philippines,
yeah, activist groups,
like
yeah.
the activist group.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you said that the host, and which we know, right, should be there to, mostly listen and be a facilitator, right? But
Hmm.
that was the time because they talk so much. They're like, protesters who can really do protest live rallies and stuff like that. I was like the whole time. And then my editor was like, Mom Ina, you didn't really talk. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to stop them because they talk so much. But I think one role is also to be the how do you call that, the driver. So when
yeah,
Yeah,
when you need to stop them, you will be the one to be in there and be an authority. I'm still the host. Let's not forget about that. So that's one
right.
experience that I told myself, Ina, you still have the authority to tell them when to stop, because otherwise they will not know, like, when do they stop. So that's one, and I remember that.
Hmm.
And the second thing is when Marcy told me, yeah, I spoke about the mental preparation, but I remember like hosting live events, let's say weddings and any live events. I
yeah,
don't eat before hosting. So I mean, if I have to eat, then I make sure I already brush my teeth before leaving the house. But when I'm at the event already, and let's say we have time to eat first before hosting, I don't eat because I cannot brush my teeth. So if it's gonna be 5 or 6 hours before hosting, I don't eat until I finish hosting, because I don't want things stuck in my teeth when I'm hosting, or that my breath will not be smelling fresh. So I have this mental mental, I mean psychological, thing. Yeah, basically that.
No, you bring up
That's
excellent points,
funny.
because
Mhm.
yeah, same thing. I do the same thing, and it's
You brush
bad for
your
me, but I do
teeth,
the same thing.
Anthony?
Yeah, no, I try to before an event, and if I'm gonna eat at an event, I try to sneak one in. I'm not gonna lie,
Yes.
if,
No, no,
if I
you're right.
can,
You're right. I feel
if
like,
I
yeah,
can,
Mhm.
you
you
can't
know.
really eat, like you shouldn't be starving because then you'll be horrible,
Yeah,
but yeah, you try not
Yeah,
to
yeah,
eat
yeah.
maybe something light. But so funny thing about the brushing the teeth, so of course we all do that for the live events. Now
yeah.
with this pandemic and transitioning to virtual, I still brush my teeth. I still put on cologne, like even if you don't
Yes.
smell me, but it's just that's what I do. Isn't that funny?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
still take a shower before I have to
I
host an
did the
event
same.
virtually.
Right?
Like I
Yeah,
take a
yeah,
shower, like I
yeah.
do all the stuff that I would do before I get
Live.
on, before I get live. Yeah, I just do all that
Except
stuff.
wear
Yeah.
pants. You don't have to wear
Yeah,
pants. There you go.
yeah, just top, just top. It's fine. A good
I
top,
do
and then I
wear
could be
shoes
wearing my
still.
sweatpants or, my sleeping shorts, and I'm good. But yeah, exactly, exactly. Like you guys are so on point when it comes to that. It's a different time now because we're in this like kind of pandemic period, but we still kind of like hold on to that it feels like it's some semblance of normalcy. You know, when we're hosting
Yes.
events, it's like we're still gonna brush our teeth, wash our face, take a shower, put on a good top, maybe some makeup, and then like do it. You know, and then just and
But
go
I still
and
wear
and,
my
and
shoes. That's
yeah.
funny.
Oh,
Okay.
see, she's still wearing her
I
shoes.
still wear my shoes. Yeah.
I can't wear shoes in the
You know the
house, so
feeling that,
you know,
yeah,
which
I don't
feeling?
know, for some reason, because I want to feel that I'm really, on cam. So even if you don't see me, I want to feel like, because I might feel like lazy if I wear my slippers. So I really wear my heels and my, yeah. So that's funny.
She's just on it.
like method acting that I learned in
Yeah.
theater school, like that. You have to be on it. You have to be on it. Mick, how about you?
Uh,
What are you doing to prepare? You know?
I don't know. I mean, just like everyone said, right? Like you brush your teeth, you dress up. I mean, yeah, like have a good top. Yeah. That's
good.
Yeah, have a good top.
yeah,
That's
have a
what
good
it.
top at
Yeah,
Yeah.
least, right?
when you get on the virtual stage, have a good top. It's
And even if you're wearing
And a bright light.
pajamas,
yeah, and a bright light. Yeah, that's another thing I have to learn. You know, setting that up has just been it's been so crazy. But yeah, it's true. It is so true. And really learning a lot. Don't eat, brush your teeth. Uh, so much, so much. Yeah, but I mean, no,
And
it's
now
it's
I
just
put my green screen on.
yeah. That's one thing I don't have in this office. I don't have a green screen. So
Me neither.
yeah, I
Oh.
just don't. I just play it out like that. Then I'll hear the comments later, like, "Oh, he's in a room." It's like there's no budget. Budget, and I can't fix it in post. So it's so cool like that. All right, those are some great points, and a lot of things that I feel like hosts who want to start hosting should, like, or who are watching this panel right now, you're getting a lot of great information. Take note, guys. Take lots of notes, because there wasn't anything like this for us when we all started. We just kind of dove in head
You know
first and
what
then
though?
figured out. Yeah.
You know what though? I learned from the younger generation, like, because they're naturally on. Like, now
Well,
you
this.
give a kid, because like I attend VidCon, right? And then you see these kids, like regular kids, 12, even 10 years old. You give them a camera, they're on. Hey, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's so natural. And actually, because I post YouTube videos, my kids would criticize me, and they said that my style, it's like TV is very old school. I say, and now here is this. Ganon, like very, it's a presenter. But
Right.
the YouTubers, that's not how they host, right? They're talking to the camera. They're so relatable. I'm like, but I'm a host. I'm not relatable. I'm in the middle. So that's something that I've had to like learn, is how to talk to the camera, because that's how the kids do it these days. especially on YouTube. They're just like naturally talking, not like. And now, Anthony, what do you think? Diba? That's
Right,
not how they
right.
do it. They're like, Anthony, what's that on your shelf? Gonna.
Yeah. No, it definitely. I think
I
in
have
this
a
day and age.
I have an answer to Marcy's. I'm
Yeah,
Ooh,
sorry,
cool.
Anthony. Yeah, I
go
have
ahead.
an answer to Marcy's like, how do you say that, observation. Like, I just realized just now, like, because before, back in our time, back
Back
when,
in our time,
Well,
during the
I don't know how to say it, back
dinosaurs.
when we were younger. So because the ones we see hosting are those on TV, because there's no internet before, and
Yeah.
those we see on TV are like really, like really newscaster or host, not like just anybody who can be on camera.
Mhm.
So there's a pressure. If we do on camera, it's like, you're not Corina Sanchez, you're not Chris Aquino. So there's like, you don't want to hear that from other people. Otherwise, you'd be criticized, and wala na, 'di ba? But now this younger generations, nagising sila na uso na agad, na everyone can be there. So walang
Mhm.
pressure talaga. Like yung impression nila na I can also do that. So hindi kasi nila inabot yung parang the only ones who can be on TV are those who audition, who had the
Yeah.
training. Eto ngayon lahat na, if you grab a cell phone with camera, go, do it. Walang pressure because
Mhm.
everyone can do it. Yun na ganun eh. Naging ganun yung standard, no? Yung kaya tayo parang dinaanan natin yun, which is I think good. Yun nga lang, ang pinaka critic mo talaga yung mga anak mo. Huh? What? Gumaganon talaga. Kasi parang old school nga. Sometimes like, oh my gosh. So yun lang yung na ano ko, na-realize ko.
Yeah, and I think in this day and age, I mean, with the way technology is advanced, like everyone, as soon as you pick up a phone or something, you just connect to the internet, and then you're on. You're right, Marcy. You just have to be,
Yes.
Mhm.
and then you just become relatable. Like that's the only way. Like you'll see old podcasts of certain people, and they're just you see how they've started from just
Mhm.
that static host to just bahala na. We're just gonna go for it. Yeah, just press play and we
Yeah.
go. Whatever happens,
Yeah.
happens. You know. Yeah, that's
Yes. And
it's
the
been something
funny
that
thing
that
about
we've
the
all been learning.
YouTubers, like, yeah, when you were just starting, and then you're starting to like do the things that they would say, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and
Subscribe.
click.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't like, I really don't know how to say before. It's like my son would say, Mom, you don't say hit like, you just say please like and share. It's like, oh no, I really don't know how to say it. So, and now people think it's just like easy peasy, but
Mhm.
before it's like so awkward for me to say those things when you were just starting. It's like, oh man. So funny, the evolution of a YouTuber.
Yeah, it is. But you get those tricks that you learn, and all of a sudden it becomes second nature, right? All of a sudden
Mhm. Yeah.
you pick them
Yeah,
up so quickly.
exactly.
It takes a while, right? It's like but then you get it and you start rolling with it, and I think that's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, I tend to forget to say
Yeah.
that also. Please like and subscribe and share. Thank God for co-hosts though. Sometimes, right? They just pick up the slack. When you can't do it, the co-host is there. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, I'm really this is great, guys. I'm sorry, I'm just like I've lost my notes here. Sorry. There's so many questions I had here, but then like we've been freeforming so much, it's like I kind of lost my place a little bit, and I'm just like So
Go
excuse
for
me.
it. Yeah.
It's just and a lot of it you've already
You can do
answered.
it.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, a lot of it's already been answered
Yeah.
in all this.
Mhm.
In all of our open and
Sure.
as we're talking, so it's let's just stuff like that. Okay. So
That's part of
aside from
hosting.
yeah, it's just a part of that. Like I guess because I also come from an improv background. We just there have been events that I've hosted where we just flow, just like this right now. Like everything just there's like a set amount of questions, but then we just all go. Like like
Mhm.
we're kind of like a hive mind right now. We're all connected. We're all just going, and I think those are some of the best interviews because you you really fall into a kind of cadence and pace that's just like, it's not that whole like stocky, let's host like this. It's just friends talking, and those are probably some of the best,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
best,
I agree.
the best moments. But so I've seen the hosting stuff. So what are your hobbies, guys? What are you guys into? What do you guys also like doing besides the whole hosting thing? What else do you enjoy?
I know what we all enjoy eating because I've seen our
Yes.
posts, people.
And music.
We-
We
I
do have
mean,
a lot of things in common, the three of us, right? So
yeah.
there's eating, there's
Yeah,
music,
music.
right.
right?
Yeah, it's always that,
We're
right?
all content creators, we're all
Yeah, like
YouTubers, we're all on Instagram.
We're all marketing. It's so interesting.
Yeah.
People in the audience, none of us have met in person, by the way. Pero
Yeah.
look, close na kami lahat.
just to let you know,
mhm.
we've not met in person because
Nope.
pandemic. But it's influenced so well. Like I just feel like I'm talking to a bunch of old friends.
I have a lot of hobbies actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are
I
they?
have a lot of hobbies like cooking. I find the joy in cooking. It's like when I don't know if you remember like Nova Villa with Sandy Daza would do the Del Monte Kitchenomics Club before in
Hmm.
Itbulaga. And I would watch that because I designated myself in the kitchen when we were, younger. And so my ate would tell me, okay, what do you want? To wash clothes or do this and that? No, I don't want to wash clothes. I don't want to iron clothes. I want to be washing the dishes because after that I was playing actually. Oh, may tira-tira ng karne, ng gulay. So I would put them in different small plates. And then I have this pan. Okay, let's start with cooking oil. So I would play. So it would take me like 1 hour to finish washing the dishes because I would imitate them. So it became a hobby for me because I find the joy of doing making dishes. And then I don't really follow the recipe. So I want to to create my own food. And I don't taste my food actually when I cook. For some
Hmm.
reasons I don't taste it, but it's always good. And then I love dancing, but I have no video of me dancing. I just keep it inside four corners of the house. It's joyful, but I don't think I'm a dancer. But although I'm in the dance troupe in high school, like we would do folk dance or stuff like that, but I am not like the others who are really competitive in dancing and then singing because I heard my neighbors doing Beatles, and the beat, the melodies of the Beatle music, it's very chill lang, 'di ba? Very parang relax. And then there were song hits before. So when you can follow the lyrics, sarap pala kumanta. And then classroom programs, and then they would pick you like, Ina, can you sing? I was like nervous. Oh, I don't know how to sing. But when I started singing, I was like, it's so maraming ganun eh. The habits were like from the influence of
Mm-hmm.
others. Yun
Yeah.
naman yung na-influence ako yung mga habits ko. And then drawing and writing, but I'm more on talking than than writing. But I love to write as well and read. Yung mga books ko, I don't like novels. Gusto ko yung isang basahan lang, like you can finish in one day. Kasi pag may mga
Mm.
chapter, hindi ko nasusundan yun. So dapat it has to be like in one sitting natapos ko siya. May ganun akong tamad tamad magbasa ng mahaba. So so don't talk about ano yon, yung mga
Audiobook ka na
wizard
lang.
of
Audio.
Yeah.
ha? Audio,
Audiobook.
actually more on video. Mahilig ako mag-criticize ng mga
Mm.
movies. Ganon. Ang daming
Mm.
sinabi.
No, it's okay. It's
Ayun.
okay. It's good to know. It's good to know. It really is. Mick, how are your hobbies?
Oh my God, it's gonna take forever. Yeah, it's gonna take forever,
Okay, so how
right?
about some of your favorites?
my favorite hobbies.
Yeah, their favorites.
Yeah, my favorite. Well, I mean, of course, like we all know, like I love music. I love watching concerts, and that's something that we haven't done in the last year or so, right?
I mean, virtually.
Yeah, virtually. I mean, hence, I made my own concerts
Yeah.
to watch and listen to anytime I want.
Yep.
Hashtag replay, right? I mean, but yeah, like listening to music, and when we we're still able to like create playlists. I mean, that was my hobby. Like I even like made like CD covers, or like cassette
Mixtape.
covers, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
mixtape. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
mixtape.
and on YouTube, you're gonna see I have a bunch of playlists of videos there of
Mm.
music and all of that stuff, like by genre, by and there's like a classics version, like of just like one band, and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I'm a painter. Like I don't do representational art or figurative art. I'm more of an abstract person. Like I've always been an abstract person ever since grade school. I mean, don't yeah, like I don't do like real like representational figurative art, but I do love, like I was telling Anthony earlier, I do love painting glass. I miss painting glass, and I miss yeah, like drapery. That's something that I really like. Yeah, and I actually stopped painting because I had like arm injury from too much painting, so I haven't done it in a while. But so that because of that, I moved on to photography, and so I became a wedding photographer and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, like I'm really like an artist, like into the arts. Like a lot of my stuff, like the music, arts, being an artist, it's all about that. And I also like plants. I collect succulents, like cacti and succulents. Yeah, yeah, and so that's some of the things that I like doing, and of course like going to galleries and museums and art shows. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot. Oh my gosh. I'm
That
sorry
could
guys,
be its
this is
own
gonna be
show.
really long. Yeah, I know. Like Anthony's like what else, am I forgetting anything else?
No,
Anthony?
no, that's I just said your favorites, not like you
Eating.
don't have to go through
Yeah,
the whole
yeah,
thing.
I love
That
to
yeah.
eat.
Yeah, I love to eat.
I
Oh my
love to
gosh, yeah,
eat.
that's another one.
Me too. I love to
Um,
eat.
yeah,
Ah,
I love going to
I love to eat.
restaurants and exploring and discovering new types of food and new dishes. Yeah,
Tag me
so
yeah,
on the
along
topic,
next time, Nick.
yeah, on the
yeah.
topic of eating, what are some of your favorite cuisine? Like, or do you have favorite restaurants that you have to, like, as soon as this pandemic's over, you're gonna just hit,
Me?
Yeah, everyone.
Hmm.
I
Everything.
know, I haven't been to Maggiano's in a long time.
Wow, wow, Italian.
Yeah, I
Italian.
know,
Okay.
right? You can eat all of the Italian dishes that
Italian.
you. I mean, yeah, but I love Italian food.
Yeah,
And
forever.
Mm.
yeah, and I've been seeing like pictures of Cuban and Caribbean food with plantains. So that's like really, I'm like, oh, I want to, go to Versailles or something, or and also
Authentic.
right, yeah, and Moroccan food. I want to, go to a Moroccan restaurant.
Yeah, we've been talking about that. I've never
Yeah,
had Moroccan food, so I would like to venture out with you for Moroccan food one time.
One
yeah.
day when we
Yeah, one
can.
day when we can. Yeah,
Hey,
when
Yeah.
when it's getting safer.
you know
I've
what?
You
had
I was
guys,
different.
thinking,
yeah.
yeah, I was thinking, hala, I don't have hobbies because I think everything that I like doing, it kind of is my job too. So I'm very lucky that I'm a writer. I like writing. I'm a photographer. I like taking pictures and those are my hobbies. I like eating, and I write restaurant reviews. I write feature articles for
Mm.
magazines about chefs and restaurants. So parang all my hobbies are
Mhm.
actually part of my job. So it's true that
Mm-hmm.
if you find what you like and you do it right and you do it well, then you'll never work a day in your life. And that's, I guess I'm lucky. And I'm lucky to be born now. I mean, to be doing this now with social media and stuff like that, because that's an
Right.
outlet as well. Um, it's a hobby. But food, my go-tos are Thai, uh, Filipino, of course. So what's really interesting is during the pandemic, I keep looking back because that's how we all met, right? The four of us. But um, I haven't eaten as much Asian and Filipino food as much as I did last year. Maybe it's the comfort food aspect of it,
Hmm.
because I was like, I, I need my rice. So and
Yeah.
anything with rice. So it's just I just yeah, I mean I've eaten so much Korean food because of all the K drama that I watch, right? Like I eat kimchi every day now. I was like, what? I never did that. And then like I really seek out, I don't cook a lot of Filipino food apart from like adobo, So I look for it. Like if someone's making I went to Seafood City and I bought boppies, which of course the rest of my family they're like, "What's that?" I'm like, "You don't want to know. You don't want to know what's in this mystery dish." So there's it's just a comfort food. I guess all Asian food is what my go-to. Japanese food, love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my favorite food ever, poke. Right now, that's my favorite right
That's your
now.
go-to right now.
What is it?
Right now, poke.
Pokey.
So it's Hawaiian, right?
Ah,
Basically, it's raw. It's like sushi, but on top
Mhm.
of rice
Yeah, and
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 toppings.
yeah.
there's one main ingredient that they use, which is the sesame oil. Yeah, there.
Yeah, fresh. It's usually fresh,
Yeah,
and you know, yeah, it's like a sushi. It's like
yeah,
sushi.
it's like a
It's like
sushi,
an
except
open
that there's
sushi on
sesame
rice.
oil.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Yeah,
then it's like a salad on top. So
yeah.
in my head,
yeah,
it's healthy.
with
It's
some
healthy, except
vegetable.
this is how much I eat, so that's not.
No, it's still healthy because it's fish. It's just fish and
Yeah,
It's
and
vegetables.
it's
You're
fish,
fresh.
good.
yeah, fish and
Yeah,
vegetable. Okay, it's not
yeah.
fried.
Yeah, it's not fried at all. No.
Yeah,
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 there
yeah.
are a lot of good. We frequent Hawaii, and there's a lot of good poke places there. Even the Costco. I'm not much of a fan, but my best
Wow,
friend's a fan, and we have to hit these poke stops everywhere.
wow.
Yeah. Oh,
Soon,
there's also a good one
soon.
here in Long Beach. Also, this restaurant called Poke and More.
Yeah, I was
Oh
just
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
say
yeah.
that.
Yeah, she's doing a lot of
Ooh.
authentic
Yeah.
style poke.
So shout out to Miss Adele if you're out there.
Sorry, it just you said poke, and
Ooh.
that's the first thing that came to mind.
Okay, meet
Yeah,
me there.
yeah.
Oh, Nick
Yeah,
won't meet me
yeah,
there because Anthony doesn't
yeah.
like.
No, but they have cooked food, so it's okay. I'll
Oh, there's
try.
Yeah,
cooked food.
they have
Yeah.
Okay.
ribs, and they have the best. In my humble opinion, they have the best locomoco ever that I've ever tasted in my entire life.
That's what she says all the time after we leave.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Is there a
true.
secret ingredient? Because it's not hard to make locomoco. So, is there
I
a secret ingredient?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Uh,
No, I think
I have my
yeah.
limitations when, yeah, I have my limitations when it comes to food because I can't eat spicy, too hot
Mm.
stuff.
Yeah, me too. I don't eat
So
spicy.
yeah, so if I would go to, or if I would need to go to a, let's say, Indian restaurant, then I would ask them beforehand, like which one doesn't have spice and
Mm.
stuff like that.
Mhm.
Even the Mexican restaurants. So I'm kind of on the safe side when I would go to that place. But if I go Korean, I'm okay with that. I used to work in a Korean owned company, and so every day they would have this catered food every day. I'm the only
oh
Filipino, so I have no choice but to eat their food. But that's when I appreciated their food, and it's like even the kimchi that I
Mhm.
dreaded to eat before, but now I know. And apart from Korean barbecues and stuff like that, I'm not so much into the meat side, but their vegetables
Mm.
and fish are good. The salad, they're all good. So I think I can really go and stay in Korea for few weeks and just eat their food. Also Japanese food, I love it too. Um, Italian is okay, but the thing is, it's so heavy. Pasta is so
Agree.
heavy. So maybe yeah. So and then what else? Yeah, Chinese of course. Chinese food. It's closer to our hearts because we're really Philippines is really close to China. That's why we have a lot of Chinese foods in the Philippines
Chinese
too.
food. Mm.
And Thai food, and of course Filipino. Nothing beats the palates of the of the Filipinos. We love to eat Filipino food. So yeah, nothing in particular na favorite ko, but for as long as I can cook them, yeah, good. Nagutom
How
na
about
naman
you,
Man.
ako.
Anthony?
Nagutom.
Me?
How,
Oh,
yeah.
food. God, I've been eating a lot lately. It's bad. I'm I like Japanese food. I'm a big fan of Japanese food. Uh, Filipino. There's certain dishes I really will just. I love, like, not, like the desserts, and a good caldereta, or a good chicken adobo, or a good Philippine breakfast always gets me. I cry, tears of joy.
Nagutom ako.
You know. Um, I like Korean, a little bit more on the Korean barbecue side of things, and then I'm big on like
Barbecue.
yeah, just like American food. You know, being born here, that was the other thing. Like
Sure. Like what American food? Like
like
burgers?
burgers and fried chicken, and
Mm.
a good sandwich, like a good Philly cheesesteak sandwich, or a slice of pizza. Like I'm horrible at
Getting
Hawaiian,
hungry.
like Hawaiian cuisine, because yeah, like my best friend took me to Hawaii, and I fell in love with, like, the place and the food. So I eat a lot of Hawaiian food as well, which is just Filipino food also in some ways.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm horrible like that. Yeah, but yeah, I eat a lot. I'm bad. I'm pretty bad. I got to get better. But
We love
yeah,
food.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
it's just
we're
it's a thing.
almost at half the hour.
Oh, sorry
Um
about that. Yeah.
yeah. No, it's okay because we're all having fun, right? I mean, it's just like a bunch of friends talking to each other. I mean, like we're really casual and kind of like open-ended,
Of
right?
course. Yeah,
Yep.
but yeah.
Did you
And
want
that
us
is
to wrap it up?
that is so cool. I'm not sure if Arvin is around. Arvin, are you out here? Because we do have
There
an
he is.
activity. Yeah. Are you out there, Arvin?
Apparently, he has a game for you guys.
Yeah.
He's gonna-
Apparently, yeah. There you go.
Ooh.
So whoever's watching us, if you're out there, you can also guess and type the answers if you want to.
Let us know in the comments who they are.
Name the host and their show. Oh my
Ooh.
god.
All right.
Oh,
I
We'll
don't
try.
know
Can you
what
guys
all
hear
that
right.
me?
You're
is.
killing us here. Name the host of their show, huh?
Oh
Can
my
you guys hear
A
me?
lot
gosh.
of TV.
Yes,
Yeah.
we can hear
So
you.
do we answer them?
Okay.
Yes.
Unahan ba ito?
Unahan lang, yeah. Whoever can
Prepare this,
answer the
Mick.
question.
Hindi ako, si Arvin.
Okay, you guys
Okay.
ready? Okay,
Yeah.
here we go.
Yes, go.
Okay, let's go.
That's Oprah.
Oprah?
Yes,
That's
and her show
right.
is
That's
Oprah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
Show?
that's
Why'd you get that
Sabi
one?
sa inyo eh.
That was
That's
easy.
my
I
idol.
answered
eh.
first.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one is
What's her
Ricky
name?
Lake?
Oh.
Wow,
Is it
I
Ricky
haven't seen
Lake?
her in ages. That's her.
yes, the
That's
Ricky,
Yeah,
Ricky
that's
Lake.
her when she was younger.
Ricky Lake Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ricky Lake
that's right.
show.
Okay, next
Okay.
one is
Is that David Letterman?
no,
Is that Conan or
Johnny
Brian?
Carson?
no.
Oh.
He's got hair.
Is that Conan?
Oh no, is that
Hmm.
Huh.
I don't
Hmm.
know
I
who
am.
that is.
Come on. Imagine him without the hair.
Im- Imagine him without the hair. Okay.
It's not Johnny Carson?
No.
No.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
So
I can't.
he hosts
I don't
Bald.
have an idea.
He's got a show. Yes.
Uh,
He's a doctor, by the way.
Dr. Phil.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's Dr.
that's
Phil.
Dr.
Dr.
Phil.
Oz?
Yeah, look at the lips as a giveaway.
Yeah. What happened?
I don't know.
It hardly looks like him at all. Anyway.
Yeah.
Dr. Phil. Okay.
That's
Nice
Dr.
one.
Phil.
All right. Okay, next
That was
one.
hard.
Yeah.
This
Oh
Regis.
Yeah,
It's
Isn't
too
it?
old now.
Yes.
that is Regis.
Regis Philbin.
Wow.
Yep.
Rest in peace.
All right, next one.
It's the
Ah,
Bob
gosh.
Barker.
Bob Barker.
Right?
Bob Barker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Price is Right.
Price is right.
Price is right. That's right. All right, next one.
Oh, go Ina. You know who that is.
I don't.
That's Boy Abunda, right?
Who's that?
That's Boy Abunda.
Oh, Boy
Isn't it?
Abunda.
Yes, Boya Bunda with hair.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He looks like my
he looks
classmate from
good.
high school, actually.
Yeah, he looks
Nice. That's not how he looks now.
Yes.
No, definitely. But wow.
But you can tell it's him. Yeah, that's his face.
Yeah. All right, next one.
Chris Aquino.
Of course.
Chris
good. Chris Aquino.
That's Karina,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
That's her?
Karina
Sanchez.
Sanchez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Karina.
gosh, that's her. It's her eyes.
Yeah.
I can tell now.
Yeah,
Yeah, Karina.
she really did change a lot.
Oh, right. He is the host.
Martin Rivera.
Martin Rivera.
Yes.
Martin
Martin.
Pang local lang
That-
talaga ako, no? Pang Filipino lang.
Martin After Dark. Ba yan?
MAD.
Yeah,
Mad.
Martin After Dark.
Yeah, MAD. Mad. Martin
Okay,
After
last
Dark.
one. Last one.
Of course, it's
Oh.
Kuya Germs
Kuya
and Nora
Germs.
Alomar.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you host this,
That-
Nora?
That's the hostess with the mostest. Now I'm gonna give you some birch tree milk or whatever milk that he would give away on the show, or whatever the sponsor, he'd have it. So
They
Kuya
hosted a
Germs.
show together in the Philippines? I didn't know that.
No, I don't know. Maybe that's just
Did
a
they host
picture.
the show together?
No, that's just a picture of.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
I was gonna say,
So,
wow.
so for those people who are watching, U.S. residents, we have a raffle. So thank you so much for being with us tonight. So meron tayong raffle. Are you guys ready? If you guys are out
Yeah.
there, hashtag hosts. We have a 10-second delay. So we're gonna wait for you guys to hashtag hosts. If you want to join the raffle, hashtag hosts.
Wala pa.
Yeah. So everybody, hashtag hosts. If you're out there,
What if there's none?
yeah. What if there's none? Yeah.
It's all right. I mean, we'll just throw our
You
guest
can
in.
pick one later, yeah, or
Yeah.
you know, just message them later. Because people can watch this during the replay, diba? So
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. So walang nag-hashtag hosts. Yeah. So
Because I cannot see anything.
ayun.
oh, they
Ayun,
Yeah,
meron na. Hashtag
they have the
hosts.
hashtag hosts.
Para
That's
ano.
it.
I think they're watching us on YouTube, on Facebook Live. I don't know.
Yeah,
yeah.
most of them are on Facebook.
Ayan na!
Hashtag
Is that one
host.
winner?
Okay.
Thank you, Dorothy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get them all in so that we can get them all in
Ayan
this
na.
raffle. There's some good prizes.
Yeah, there's some good prices. Okay, let
Wow.
me show you. Raffle number 1 is a CD from Luigi Sino. Actually, this is his first album, but he is now the very first Asian to do Afro beats. So meron siyang bagong music sa YouTube. It's an Afro beats song. Tapos he's also doing a collaboration with Bugoy Drilon in the Philippines. and they have a new single coming out very, very, very soon. So this is his first single. His name is Luigi Sino, and his parents are in the SoCal Pinoy's Facebook group. And I was actually introduced to him by his dad. Yeah, so hello, Mr. Chito Sino and Helen Sino. And Luigi, if you're out there, hi. I was just chatting with him earlier today. So yun yung first album niya. And then the second prize is a Korean skincare kit for $20. Yeah. And so we're gonna ask Arvin to include Marcy and Ina in the raffle.
Ganon.
Yeah, and then the third prize is 3 tins of Bodhi's Light scented candles, and meron pang extra gift scrunchies for a $30 value from Dia Betchayam of Bodhi's Light. Yan. And Dia is actually going to be part of our Mother's Day special show on May 6th. Yun. So if you guys are out there, if you wanna join the contest, the raffle, go ahead and
Get in on this.
#hosts. Yeah,
Yeah.
parang walang nag-hashtag hosts.
Si Dorothy
Yeah.
nga, winner na.
Yeah, so si Dorothy lang yata yung yeah. We only have one entry for the night. Yeah, because it's super last minute. Yeah, so Dorothy, mamili ka kung anong gusto mo.
Thank you, Dorothy.
She says she likes
Yeah,
the
she
candle
likes the
daw.
candle from Dia. So this
Okay,
is
we'll send you
actually a trio of different candles from Dia Betchayam. Yan. Okay.
Nice.
Ayun. So, yeah, congratulations, Dorothy.
Thanks for
The
watching,
candles are yours,
Dorothy.
and thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching. And then, just to wrap it up, diba, Anthony? Yeah, like, you have additional questions for us?
I have a final question. I just feel like we've talked so much, and I think all of my questions have been answered.
Yeah, like
We can self-promote. That's
Yeah,
the
that too.
diba?
What do you guys
What would you
up
like to plug?
Yeah, where we can find you? Sorry, where can we find you? What would you like to promote? Please, the floor is yours, guys.
Okay, go ahead, Marcy, first.
Yeah.
Okay. Funny, my dad's calling me from the Philippines. Maybe he's watching. I don't know. But I just had to deny the call over here. So first of all, thank you so much for watching this, and thank you, Mick, for inviting us. I am Marcy Taylor. On Facebook, it's Marcy Taylor Media. On Instagram, I am Marcy Taylor, MarciEtaylor. And on Twitter, I am Marcy Marketing. I'm also on Clubhouse as Marcy Taylor. But today is Earth Day, April 22nd. My son's birthday. Happy birthday, Milo. And then I wanted to plug an Earth Day related book. It's my sister's book. She's in the Philippines. But this book, Alfabeto ng Kalikasan. It's an alphabet book. It's really cool. My sister is Anya Santos Uy. She's in Manila. But this book is available on Amazon right now as an ebook and also as a book. And for those of you Philams here in the world, so it's A for Alutapak, B for Butanding. So it's unique. It's unique Philippine flora and fauna. So like animals that you can only see in the Philippines, or like that's a dugong, right? And then what's cool? First of all, it looks like Eric Carle style, and then also, so it's not just for kids because there's some baybayin text over there, the Philippine pre-colonial script. So they're available on Amazon. Alfabeto ng Kalikasan.
That is awesome.
That's a great book.
That is so awesome.
That's cool.
Thank you. That's my
Thank you,
younger
Marcy.
sister, so congratulations. But watch and then of course follow us on Film Arts. I'm producing a show called, what is it called again? Maganda at
Manifest.
Malakas,
Oh.
featuring Filipino indie, up and coming indie rock female artists.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
watch out for that. Like soon, soon,
That is
soon.
so awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that one.
How about you,
Yeah.
Ina? Where can we find you? Where can you follow you?
Okay, so I have two accounts on Facebook. The one is Ina Rabino Dahilig. So Ina space Rabino space then Dahilig. And then I have my other, like, they call it fan page, but I have, I'm not someone na parang artista. So but anyway, it's called Sweetheart Ina Rabino Dahilig. So dinagdagan lang ng sweetheart sa harap. So para, because I already have what's this, reach the limit in my personal account, so I added the other one, so it's Sweetheart Ina Rabino Dahili. And then I have a Twitter, but I am not using that anymore, so I'm not gonna promote it. So my Instagram, I seldom use it, but I have an Instagram. It's Sweetest Ina, so the superlative degree of sweet, sweetest, and then add my nickname Ina, so it's Sweetest Ina. And then of course my YouTube channel is Ina Rabino Dahilig, the same as the one here on the screen. It's Ina Rabino Dahilig. And I don't know how much I have right now. It's close to 3,000 subscribers. So I think I only need like less than 50 people to make it 3,000. So, but thank you for those who are going to subscribe. But you can find all the interesting and inspiring topics in there. Everything positive, and actually that's why before joining you on the live stream, I had interviewed one person who would be inspiring us for this current situation, especially in the Philippines, the community pantry. So we discussed the community pantry, so
Hmm,
because we need more donations from people, because we need to help a lot of people, a lot more people. So but anyway, and also because I still pursue my acting here, so from time to time I have different projects, and I'm not really most of the time the bida, but you can also subscribe to Darman or follow Darman, because it's like they get me as a regular extra there. So every week they have projects for me. So but okay, I'm still thankful because it's a good channel. It's a good YouTube channel. They have lessons learned every time. So and he's really a good guy, Darman himself. So yeah. So yeah, that's where they can follow me. Hmm. Thank you so
awesome.
much.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you guys so much for coming out and being part of this. We learned a lot, and yeah, this is a good time. It was a good time.
Yes.
Mick, do you want to close it out?
Yes, and so thank you so much to our guests, Ina and Marcy, and everybody out there. Let's support Ina and Marcy on their social media. Like what we said earlier, all of us have YouTube channels, and we're all on Instagram, we're all on Facebook, we all have business pages on Facebook. Yeah, and I really look forward to some kind of collaboration among all of us here in the future. But tomorrow we have, oh my gosh, we have a special show tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. It's one in a series of virtual concerts called Agents of Change, because because of what's happening at the moment, we all need to be agents of change, right? And we all need to uplift and strengthen and protect one another, and especially in the Filipino American community. And our singers and songwriters will help amplify our Filipino American voices. And tomorrow we have Mike Diaz Reyes. He has two songs coming out, and he's one of the few people who can write songs out of anything, out of any situation. And because of all of the aggression that's happening to the Asian American community, he actually came up with a couple of songs just like that. So tomorrow he's gonna sing them, and Of course, we have Jamie Bacani, our regulars in the SoCal Phil-Am community. Jamie Bacani, gospel singer Felson Palad, and also, of course, Garth Garcia. He has a single that just came out recently. So so tomorrow, 8 o'clock, don't forget everybody, on Facebook and YouTube. And also, thank you so much to those who are on Kumu. We have several viewers on Kumu, and they're actually wondering if there's going to be a Q&A, but no one asked questions. So
Ooh.
yeah, for next time, just type your questions and ask our guests. We've been getting several viewers from Kumu each time we go live. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Twitch. So we're
Wow.
trying Twitch. Yeah, so we're trying all kinds of channels. So for tomorrow, 8 o'clock p.m., Agents of Change, that's our Jam Sessions virtual concert. And on Monday, we have another special show featuring the ladies of the South Bay. So we're going to be interviewing a few of our Phil-Ams from San Jose. So yeah, this is a special one-off show on Tuesday. So thank you so much, everybody, and have a great weekend. But before that, come and tune in to our show tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Yeah, it's gonna be, it's like a powerhouse show tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
See you
Have a great
tomorrow.
evening.
Thank you,
See you tomorrow.
too. And nice
Thank
meeting
you,
Marcy
Ina.
and
Thank you,
Anthony.
Marcy.
Yeah.
See
Thank
you
you,
Thank
guys.
you so much.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Thank you so much. God bless
How
everyone.
does one
To
go
all the
from this to this, or from this to this? Real people, real transformations. Amazing life-changing results are achieved every day at O-Skin Med Spa. Let Miss O show you the way. Your very own before and after experience awaits. Call now for a free consultation. Visit oskinmedspa.com for more details.